Greetings all, it's the Devious Monkey here. Okay, it's Saturday, going on 4:45. I have had a weird day because the past 2 days, it's supposed to have been like hurricane level rain, and it barely rained at all. I think it might have rained overnight, but it pretty much didn't rain yesterday, and today it was actually sunny for a while. It sprinkled a little bit on my way home, but that was it. And like, we've had all these warnings about these storms off the coast that were going to come in. Now I just read something that said that it's going to miss the Hampton Roads area, but North Carolina is under a state of emergency. Dunno. The bottom line is that I got up today, went to a Dunkin' Donuts to get one of those like to-go thingamajiggers and some munchkins, and I took them to my wife at the library. She didn't necessarily shame me into it, but she said that one of her coworkers like, oh man, CJ hasn't brought us that stuff in a while. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. So I did that. Then I went to Three Ships to have breakfast. And then, I've just been running around doing dumb shit all day, but I was banking on the fact that it was supposed to be torrentially downpouring, and it just didn't. So I finally was just like, all right, screw it, I'm gonna go, because this weekend is Neptune Fest. And I didn't go yesterday because it's supposed to rain. I didn't go today because it was supposed to rain. And I was like, screw it, I'm going. And I went and I walked all on the boardwalk and everything, so I can at least say I went. So here's some footage from that. Okay, I managed to get a spot right on the street, the last spot in the row, and close enough to scan the QR code from inside the vehicle. And now we're gonna walk the, I guess, a couple of small blocks over to the boardwalk. Crowds aren't as big as they could be, but that's because everybody's waiting for it to rain. Give you some ocean view too. This is the kind of place that is the only reason I want to come down here, to smell it, maybe eat it, but not eating it this time because I had lunch before I got here. And of course, all the birdies like all the food too. Okay, I'm done. I pretty much walked both directions, all the way down to the Neptune statue and then all the way back this way, and now I'm coming back on where I cross over. It is not hot out, but the humidity is stifling. It's making it difficult to actually breathe. You know how I'm always whining about that. So that's that. That's Neptune Fest 2025. Okay, wasn't that fun? I had just eaten lunch though, so I didn't stop to get the ridiculously overpriced food and drinks that they have there. But man, does it smell good. There's nothing like carnival food. If you know, you know. Okay, I've been talking about doing a gear video and all that kind of stuff, and I have gotten rid of so much stuff and bought new stuff and this, that, and the other thing, but that has to be a little bit more planned out. I'm waiting for a few things to arrive over this next week, I hope, and then I will do a proper video, but I will start off with this. There's my orange Apple iPhone 17 Pro Max. I did get this new phone because my personal iPhone 15 Pro Max, the battery was bad, and rather than pay for an aftermarket battery to be put in and have it void everything and not work as well and blah 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 blah, I was like, screw it. You know, I basically get every other year, I go all with like the odd ones. So I had the 11, I had the 13, I had the 15, now I've got the 17. Now I've been buying shit for this thing left and right because it's what I do. So here's one of the things that I got. So I got this small rig monitor, and it's basically let's try that again. So it's MagSafe. You put it on there, and now, and I'm not going to turn it on because I got to go through all the pairing and all that bullshit, and I'm not going to do that. But basically, the idea is that now, when you're taking a selfie and you're filming yourself, you can use the main camera on it instead of the selfie camera, and now you have more options and all that stuff, and then you just mirror the screen with this thing. Now the other thing that I got was this tiny ass little enclosure so that you can put a NVMe SSD drive chip in it. I got a 2 terabyte chip, and now what that allows me to do, and I'll do it this way first, but you can plug it in to your USB-C, and now I've got a hard drive that I can film to directly. I can also then put it on this, and you know, it's gonna be tough to see, but it's, yeah, all right, it's never gonna zoom in on it, but it's basically an adapter. So you put the drive on it on one spot. When you put it into your USB-C, now it goes back here and it's tucked out of the way. Doesn't add any length or anything, and it adds barely any width. I don't know, it's not going to show you. I don't know, because I'm on this 50 and it's so far away. But trust me, it works just fine. And then if you use an app like the Blackmagic app to film so that you can control all the different parameters that you want to control, you can set that up to film to an external drive, and it goes right to this. Also, just so that you know, this small rig monitor has a little remote that can activate the camera, so you can take pictures with it, or you can, you know, start and stop recording with it. That's really all I wanted to show you. Once I get the cage and everything else and I can put it together, I'll do a proper full-on video to show you all that stuff and show you how you can film with it and change all that bullshit. I mean, pretty much anybody that would be interested in that would know how to do it anyways, but that's the way that goes. Okay, other than that, I sold cameras, I sold lenses, I bought lenses, I sold more shit. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff that I just don't use anymore. And more importantly, I'm not buying new stuff other than little, you know, accessories and all that kind of stuff, because I'm finding that I don't need it. The only camera that I am going to consider, and I've been saying this, although I've been not posting, so you haven't seen me say this much, but the only camera that I am remotely interested in, technically, theoretically, is the Sony a7 IV. If that camera has everything that I want and doesn't have a bunch of shit that I don't want, I will consider purchasing it in the future. But for now, don't need it, not interested in anything else, not buying any old shit, only going with new stuff. So that's that. Okay, I don't really have all that much else to say. I'm gonna go through and show you other shit, but not in this video. This is just a touch base kind of a thing so I can post something and do more than one video in a month. I only did one video in August. I did a handful of them in July, and I've only done one in September. This is number 2. So trying to get better about it, but the bottom line is that I don't wanna. That is the absolute truth. I've had no desire to post a video. Didn't want to edit anything, didn't want to put anything up, erase a lot of shit because it's boring and stupid. I'm not fulfilled with what I've been shooting and what I've been blathering on about, so I just didn't even bother. Haven't been posting all that many pictures either, because it's kind of same old, same old. I will say this. I did shoot like a bunch of Monkey in the Wild videos, and one in particular I posted, and it was amazing. I went to Pleasure House Point, and I did a flyover with the drone. I haven't done that in a while, and I've changed a lot since I had done it the last time. And they had built a path around and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, screw it. I'll walk the path and see what's up. I will tell you, that was one of the best days I've had all year at Pleasure House Point. There were so many birds, it was like it used to be. And I was shocked by that because they were right in an area that was next to where they dozed everything. And now it's just a big muddy lake. And I couldn't believe it. One tree, I counted 8 different birds in that tree that I could see. I don't know how many else were in there. While I was doing that, there were osprey flying around me. There was cormorants flying around. I even had a kingfisher fly and land in a tree not that far away from me, and it was there for 10 minutes. I got hundreds of pics of that thing. All that said, didn't post a video, didn't post a single picture. I just have not had any desire to do anything. I've been doing day job, I've been doing other things, and I just haven't felt like doing it. That's going to change now because I've got my bug back. I've got my drive back to start doing stuff and posting more stuff. but it all might be just a little bit different. I'm a bird person, that's all I'm gonna do. Or I'm a lifestyle vlogger, or I'm a, this, that, or the other thing. I'm just the devious monkey, man, and I'm gonna post whatever the hell I want. If you wanna watch, watch. If you don't, that's okay. There are millions of other people out there to watch that might interest you a little bit more. I don't give a shit about gear, which is why I usually don't talk about gear, but I did promise that I would talk about the stuff that I've gotten rid of and that I'm getting, da-da-da-da. So, I mean, it's not that I don't like gear, it's that I've finally gotten to a point where I've shaved everything down and gotten it concisely down to what I want, because that's what I use for what I'm doing right now. That might change, it might not, but I'm happy where I'm at, I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I'm only gonna do what I want to do, not what I feel like I have to do. If that interests you, stick around. If this is the first time at the channel, check it out. I've got over 900 videos that I've posted over the past several years, so there's got to be something in there that you might enjoy. In fact, most of the stuff that I get the most traction on is like 5 years old. People are still asking me about the freaking stand I got for an iPad in my bedroom. That's only like a 5-year-old video, and it's got the most views of anything in recent history. So riddle me that one, Batman. Okay, enough blathering on. That's all you're getting for today, because I don't feel like spending 8 hours editing this before Svengoolie. So that's all you get. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. As always, thanks for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, kids, forward and up.